Hello, welcome to the first ever LaGrange High School Boys Track Development Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Roche, the head coach of the boys track team. Today I got a few honorary guests. I got a few people who's going to be in charge of some of the departments. We got Preston Stevens. You know, he's going to be in charge. I'll let him introduce himself right here. Preston, what are you in charge of?
I'm in charge of the treasurer, deputy.
He's a deputy treasurer. Next up, we have Desmond Hurd. Desmond Hurd, however you want to say it. It can be said either way.
It's Desmond Hurd.
Desmond Hurd, there you go. Desmond, introduce yourself. Tell us what you're representing.
I'm Desmond Hurd, and I'm acting secretary.
Oh, acting presenting secretary. So he's one of those few things. Last but not least, we got the head or director of our development team with us, Victor Patel. Some people call him Priy Patel, but we call him Victor. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
I'm the director of LaGrange High School's boys track team, and I'm the one who founded it and brought all of us together.
Yep. So this right here, this whole podcast idea does come from Victor. This is something he's really excited, and we're excited as a team to actually host and present week to week, especially in track season once we get there and we can have some athletes talk about their events. But to start us off, Victor, I'm going to start with you. You know, as a team leader of the development team, what's your vision for the team, for the development side of it? Like, can you share a little of how it all began?
So Coach Roche, our amazing coach, he approached me beginning of August, and he's like, "Hey, Victor, you know, I heard you're an amazing person from Coach Mormon, who recommended me to be the manager of the track. But I took some time to think, should I take this position? You know, how would it affect me? How am I going to be able to impact our amazing athletes?" And I saw that we need a team that basically does financial work, where we can help our development team or help our track team, you know, get good food, get good clothes, and, you know, spread love to our amazing community. And so I'm like, let's create this entire team where we have treasury, logistics, and our press team, and cabinet, which is our leadership, basically oversees the whole entire development team.
All right, so would you kind of sum it up? It's really it's the background, it's the behind the scenes work of a really successful track team. Would that be a good way how you would sum it up?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so from just working with a few of the athletes, a few of the people that are going to be part of the department, what do you think is one of your biggest goals for the season? As you know, being the director and having some people under you already, and I know you're still looking for more people to join the development team. What is your biggest goal for the season?
My biggest goal is to leave an image for our next development teams, because obviously we've never done this. No organization or program has ever had this team to help them out with their athletics, and it's something where I want to leave it as a base. So I created the honor code, which kind of lists out all our powers, or what we can do, what we can't do, and how we have our meetings, what we do. And it's kind of a stepping stone for our next development teams.
Well, there you go. You know, I always think it's important, and it's amazing the work you're doing behind the scenes, especially how you be able to run the Excel sheets, getting everybody communicating either via email or telephones, or just creating a group me, scanning barcodes. So I think you've really made a good step for the development process of this team. I know this is our first inaugural season, and I know you being a senior, you're going to have to leave it to somebody else's hands. If you had to tell that person right now, what was your biggest challenge so far you faced?
I would say it's not what happens when you start it, it's what happens. I would say the biggest challenge would be to get everyone together and to be able to work together, because everyone has their own ideas and opinions, and it's sometimes harder to bring people together when it comes to something. You can create something, but it's going to take time, and not to panic when things are not going your way. I kind of micromanage, but I will be releasing as soon as, you know, I'm done with this.
Well, there you go. And this is one of the big things I wanted to do. Just seeing Victor, seeing his drive and wanting to do something like this. I always knew this is really going to prepare him for later in life, whether he wants to stick with the sports side, create his own business, organization, corporation, anything he wants to do. This is really, and my whole idea behind the development team idea is to equip students with the capability and skills to do stuff later in life. You know, Victor, talking a little bit about communication, how we want to talk to people. We're going to bring Preston, you know, who's kind of our acting press secretary, acting about everything right now, treasurer, everything along those lines. So we're going to ask you a few questions here, Preston. You ready for these?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you're big on social media, all this. How do you expect to like really connect with students via social media and other platforms where kids, adults, people in the community can really take part in the development side and, of course, the track athletic side?
Well, as we all know nowadays, social media is just huge. A lot of people have, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that to connect and socialize with people. I feel like that if you just go out to a store and ask for money, you're not really reaching as many people as if you were to use an online platform. So I think that by expanding our,
Horizon.
There
you go.
Talking to people will allow us to get more donations and connect and talk to more people.
Well, there you go. We'll always talk. Hurd can chime in right here. He's been a very big advocate from his freshman year in the track. Hurd, on the communication side with social media, how can you chime in on what Preston was saying on how that could be a major impact?
Well, it could be a major impact because you see a lot of people nowadays, they're always on their phone and they always be on TikTok or anything else. So, like, it's just like how Preston said, you're going to ask for money, you're not going to get as many looks as you would as of on Twitter, Instagram, or anything else like that.
Okay. And Victor, you have something you want to... As a director, I know you've already put together the Instagram side page for the development team, and then I know you've also done a TikTok for the development team. You want to speak a little bit more on that?
Adding to that, I have also created a Twitter page, X page.
Okay.
So that's what they call it
X,
now.
Yeah.
But
behind the times there a little bit.
So our TikToks, we're kind of gonna run it a bit like cross country, but we're gonna keep all our socials formal, but also fun at the same time, where it's informative, but we create fun little teasers maybe sometimes. Like currently, this is our surprise that we had planned for you guys. But a surprise we got was that Coach Roche and Coach Mormon promoted Coach Payne to assistant coach. So go say congratulations,
Coach shout out Coach Payne. Coach Payne, huge shout out.
Amazing coach.
Great
it's been fun to work with you.
Look for a video later on him. We got a chance to catch up with him during his school day in between some of his lessons to really talk with him and get a feel for how he feels about this new position. One big thing that we always have to say is just know there is a difference on the social media side from the development side versus what Coach Payne, who is also our head of our media, will put out on the LaGrange boys track Twitter side. So there is going to be a little bit of separation. Development team's going to be a little bit more fun, a little bit more activity. What can you do to help the team? Where what Coach Payne will put out on the LaGrange boys track X page will be more the formal. How did the students athlete do? What businesses, what companies, corporations has donated? Give it shout out along those lines. All right, so we know we have Hurd here. We haven't heard from him a little bit. Hurd, just right now before we really dive into these questions for you, anything you want to say? I know this is going to your second year of track. You were just on some polls rated as one of the top returners in the 200 this year. You and another one of our athletes, Pepe Davis. Is there going to be any rivalry between y'all two this season on the track? We need to spark this up just a little bit.
See, everybody always think that like it's a rivalry or anything like that, but it's nothing. It's nothing like that. Like it's just me and somebody I look at as a brother that you miss me and him competing and wanting to be better at the same sport we do. So technically, it's not really a rivalry or nothing like that. If anything, a rivalry would be like Callaway, Sandy Creek, or anything like that. So people we will see at region.
Okay, there you go. And this next few questions, Preston, you can also enter this because you're an athlete. Hurd's an athlete. Victor, even though he's not an athlete, he's going to play a huge role, so his part's going to aim for this. Long-term goals. I know, Preston, you're a junior, so you have 2 more years. Hurd, you're a sophomore. You have 3 more years. And Victor, you're a senior. What do you think, Preston, we'll start with you, your next 2 years, what is some of the long-term goals in your next 2 years, with it being on the development team and on the track side?
Well, since I moved to this school, I feel like I have a lot more opportunities than I did at other schools. I feel like I've been invited and, in a brotherhood here to strive for big things, as in going to a big college or, as a development team, so I can put this on my resume and say I helped build this big foundation for funding teams and having fun. I truly think that just it's a mental thing, knowing that you have people to back you up and always have your side, and talking to you and stuff. So, and it's just I feel like it's mostly a mental game,
Mhm.
you know. So, I hope I can get myself stronger and compete to get to the next level.
Hey, bigger, faster, stronger. That's one of the models we go by. Herd, let's go to you. What do you see yourself? You got 3 more years entering your sophomore year. Where do you see? What you got this? Your sophomore year, junior year, senior? That'd be 3 years.
Yeah, okay. If
Technically
that's how you-
there.
It's just how you look at it.
What's your long term goals? Where do you want to see yourself at the end of your senior year with the development side and the track side?
Well, for ending my senior year with track, I opposed to at least one state at least 4 times out of time I have been here. Even though what happened last time at state, we're gonna come back and be better.
We're definitely not going to talk about that. What
You
happened
know,
at state last year.
it
We
was
don't wanna
okay
talk
though.
about that.
Hey,
Yeah.
I ended up coming back for nationals. That's all that
we
matters.
got better.
We got better. It's just more to come. And then for the development side, I'm looking for us to be better by in the senior year, and we have way more money for the team that we did from when I first came here than now.
So just building financially and also building as a team as a whole. You know, that's a great goal to have. Victor, last one with you, since you have this year, and this question really goes for you because you're the brain behind this whole process. How do you think we can create a firm foundation for the future of the development team when you're not here really being the spearhead and all this stuff that we're doing?
Obviously, I only have a few more months until banquet, and on the day of banquet, I will be turning in my retirement and announcing my successor, who I will be appointing, which it's a surprise.
We got a few months to figure that one out.
A few months to figure that out, so we'll have a couple of meetings for that. But as director, I do have many powers, and as directors set the vision for the entire team, and I'm still currently playing on it. All that I really don't.
Yeah,
knowing me, it's actually a negative on my end because I have everything planned out, ready to go. But it's something I really haven't thought of.
Oh yeah, piecing it all together. And I always think one of the cool things, and if you've ever been around track or any sports in general, track usually doesn't get going until the springtime. So we've really amped up our timeline, kind of spaced it out for one, starting it so early in the year so we can get ahead when it comes to raising money financially, whether that be donations, people buying some of our products, which I'll let Victor talk about a little bit more. Still trying to figure out the logistics on how we're going to get products buying and selling, but just know that is one of the future plans we have, I know, for the development team and on the boys track. I'll let Victor talk about that here in a second. But one big thing that I like to see just going into my second year as the head coach of LaGrange track, just the growth and the excitement of seeing how many kids want to be part either down on the track or how many kids really want to be part of the behind the scenes. Even the ones that don't even run track, they want to be part developing, honing their skills on their craft of what's going to propel them forward a little bit later in life. That's really exciting to see as a head coach. Victor, I'll let you talk a little bit about the merchandise. I know you've dealt with a lot of calling people, getting some donations, getting people who want to contribute, the ability to be able to contribute. So if you want to talk about a little bit about what people can look forward to possibly getting if we work out everything logistics-wise, I'll let you speak on that.
Well, before I talk about logistics, I want to thank Carvelas for the generous donation for what they've made. Because of their donation, we'll be able to buy some more merchandise and some stuff for our athletes during our season. So congrats, thank you. And
thank you, Carvelas.
So I have designed hats. So our hats are basically with the Granger star, but they won't say boys track team. They will say Granger track instead, so anyone can purchase them. Because many people don't like to buy certain
It's a really
things.
good hat. I mean,
Really
I'm excited when we get to unveil it. I know, heard you've seen the hat, Preston. I don't know if you've seen a picture of the hat. The hat's gonna be cool.
It's amazing. And there's also our pens, which also says Granger track with our star on it. Really good quality pens we're getting soon if all the money stuff works out. There's flag pins, so let's say I'm wearing a suit today, so you could put it on your side of your suit or maybe your lanyard or something like that. It's kind of like a little accessory you could have. Then we're getting stickers, like our golf has their golf buddy. We actually also have our own little track buddy.
Yeah, our little running guy.
A running guy that we made for track. So
stickers will be coming out.
Yeah,
you can
those
put those
stickers will come.
everywhere.
Yeah. Then we have our quarter zips, actually. So it's a white color quarter zip with a Granger star here, and it says Granger Track. And it's a blue star, by the way. So, it looks amazing. I can't wait to...
A little different stuff.
I can't wait to, unveil it during our, interest meeting. So...
Interest meeting. And just know that we're going to have, actually, there's going to be 2 different interest meetings. One of them will be for the athletes only, kind of get a feel for what athletes really want to take part. We'll go through a little bit of a preseason process, 2 to 3 weeks, which athletes are still there. We'll, of course, then hold the parent-athlete interest meeting. So just know those times will be coming out a little bit at a later date. Just wrapping up here, with Preston and Hurd both being track athletes. Preston, I'll let you go first. What is your favorite or most favorite event in track, or just experience of a track meet, races? What would you say yours is?
Well, as a cross country runner, my favorite is probably gonna be some of the distances.
This guy.
Like the 3,200, the 1,600.
32.
That's 2 miles for anybody that doesn't know miles. 16's 1 mile, or a little bit more than a mile.
So, coming from the cross country experience, I feel like I can really give my talents running distance. I'm not very fast, but I feel like one thing Coach Roche taught me was, what would you say, speed?
Speed and form, running relaxed, but running with effort.
Yep.
So
that's what taught me a lot of stuff, and I feel like that can help me better on the baseball field, not only just track and cross country. So just building that stamina and mental toughness to run that far. Those are just some of my favorites.
There you go. Hurd, you're up.
My favorites 4x1, 4x2 are like in the most competitive relays events ever that track has ever made. Like, I don't know what Preston's talking about, the 1632. You would never see me ever running that. Like, I only get 4x1, 4x2.
Well, there you go. The relay events, a lot of different people have to take part. You're in there with 3 other guys, so that's really one of the team aspects of it. Victor, you haven't got to experience a track meet yet, but you have been to some cross-country meets. So just give us your experience. What do you like to see about cross-country meets that you think you're also going to see at track meets?
Well, our amazing coaches that come, help out during those cross-country events. Obviously we don't have a home track, but, we'll be traveling quite a bit this year since we have multiple away games. I just want to see, everyone just trying their best to win.
Go out there and compete.
We want to bring those trophies home.
Yep.
A motto of the cabinet this year is to rise, fight, and conquer.
Yep,
that's my quote for this year.
That's going to be his quote.
Meanwhile, track the first meet against the top 3 4x1s in the state.
That is
hey,
true. That is
always
true.
be positive.
We
Grayson, Buford, and Collins Hill.
Hey, we will always win.
38, 39.
It's a very, very bold statement there, Hurd. But that's always we got to see. We got to make statements and see if we can back it up with hard work, great effort, and determination. But we thank y'all for this being our first inaugural podcast. Many more to come, we hope, as long as we keep producing. As like Hurd says, he's painted a high picture that he has to live up for. But not only him, also his other 3 members of his relay. So all 4 of y'all have to come out and compete and work.
Just know, either 4x1 or 4x2, we coming home. We coming home with it for state.
Hey, there you go.
Well,
thank you.
2 more things.
Now.
Anybody else got anything else?
I have 2
Thanks
more
for having me.
things.
Roche, I have a question for you.
We have a question.
So-
Preston's done.
So for this upcoming track season, what's your biggest goals this year?
So my biggest goal, obviously, we want to come out and we want to compete at the highest we can at state. But also, my biggest goal is to reach those marks that do qualify our athletes to, first off, if you make a great mark, you win region, you go to sectionals, you go to state. But these other marks, if you automatic qualify, it gives you a chance to run at New Balance, gives you a chance to run at Adidas, Nike, just giving y'all, the athletes, more opportunities to showcase your skills, not just only at our home meet, or really we don't have any home meets, our local meets or the meets that we travel away, just giving y'all as many opportunities to run as possible.
Let's also give Coach Roche a round of applause for taking a 4x1 to 4x2 to state the first time ever.
Yeah, that's true. And nationals. We also win.
And nationals. We the nationals and competed.
Yeah,
you had me and
First
Preston
year as
Davis
coach?
coming 200. First, we came 9th and 10th.
9th and 10th in the freshman class, 200.
We went 22
nationals.
PR.
There you go, PR. All right, Victor, last 2 things, close us up.
Well, shout out to our amazing assistant coach, Coach Mormon, for being our advisor for the development team. Without him, I think that many of the things we're doing and we will be doing, which it's like impossible. Like, he's very big of a foundation,
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Huge
he's
role.
just He's played a very big impact, especially on me, to advising many things. You know, I always have my meetings with him every morning, most of the times in his room. And I think he's like put us in a pretty good position.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I know. Also, this is the first Development Summit podcast. We will be having one more podcast coming soon. I'm not gonna list any names. You know, like who's gonna be on
We
there.
don't really know who's gonna be.
We don't know.
It's gonna be a surprise.
But it's gonna be cool and it's gonna be better. Now to Coach Roche.
Hey, there we go. Hey, we just want to thank everybody for listening. Always look on our social media, LaGrange Development Track Team, whether that's Twitter, not Twitter, I keep saying that, X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook for our next little segment. And we'd also like to thank, I'll let Victor give a shout out to our phenomenal podcast.
So our amazing Jaden Baldwin, who's actually our videographer.
Yeah.
So about that, actually, I do want to announce our team members.
Okay, some of the team members. All right.
So give me one moment. All right, so coming up, our first, Dasman Hurt, our amazing assistant director. Everyone, round of applause. Our cabinet secretary, Yazrick Dorsey. Gridley Moss, who will be taking both charge of strategy management and operations manager.
Double down.
Jayla Hurd, who is actually our treasurer. Preston Stevens, our amazing deputy treasurer. Jada Scott, who is our financial advisor. Technical difficulties.
He lost it.
Who is actually, our finance manager. Round of applause. Jada Scott. Now Caitlin Davis is actually a revenue manager.
There we go.
Round of applause for her amazing.
There.
I know, right? And then Miss Travis. I can't say her first. I don't want to mess it up. Here.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to mess it up. You know.
Oh, Patience Travis, treasurer team marketing manager.
Round of applause. Amazing. Our amazing treasury team was quite hard to piece together, but we've done it.
Dealing with money.
You know, getting more money for us, and same with our cabinet. Now our media.
Go fast.
I'm sad, but we don't have a press secretary, sadly. So our amazing assistant director is taking over currently for some time. But if you want to be the press secretary, sign up today. There will be a QR code right after this.
They're not gonna see it today.
Well, not today, but whenever you see it, sign up, apply, and I'll send you over a letter if you qualify for it. Now our deputy press secretary is Makai Florini, Hezi. They call him Hezi, but it's Hezekiah Avery, who is now our deputy press secretary. Round of applause. Ezra McCraw, who is our amazing communications manager, who will be handling all our communications, like our social media, what gets posted. So
he's a good one.
I know he's an amazing man. Jada Davis, who is our content creator, she will be making all our content. So I'm gonna pass for her too.
Should have put Collier for Collier was recorded.
Oh yeah, automatic.
She'll be making our TikToks. Cameron Kism, who is our amazing photographer. So for him. And obviously Jaden Baldwin, who's our videographer. So round of applause for them. Now Makai Florini, who is actually our amazing Florinoid. My bad.
Is it Flournoy or
It's
Flournoy?
It's Flournoy. My bad. Sorry. I apologize. Who is our manager for logistics and equipment. Thank you for your amazing help, Florini. You've done an amazing job. But we are actually also looking for an assistant manager for the logistics team. So apply today. We'll see. We'll find out who gets on there. Rest and one more thing. We have a couple of banners donated to us
There you go.
by Howell Printing. So shout out to them. And a little sneak peek. We will be getting flags soon. So
Could be possibly getting flags.
possibly getting flags soon.
Possibly.
I'm on it.
Not at all.
Nah.
Ah,
But all right, round of applause.
a round of applause for us.
Very good.
All right, and that wraps us up. Our first one.